Who are you? Why are you trading meme coins? What made you want to go into this degenerate space?
Sure.
People listening to this, they will be thinking like, man, like you were actually maybe contributing to society, and now you're trading JPEGs with a frog on it. Like,
I mean, it for sure.
What made you buy this coin? Why do you like this coin?
So,
yeah, you were getting sold on basically. Like when they see Ghostee buys, they're like, all right, let's dump.
Pretty much, exactly. They're like literally though, like exactly that. And I'm just,
I know,
like,
I'm that guy. I am that guy. How do you find good meme coins actually? First on Solana and maybe on BNB if you have some tips.
Solana, it's...
Well, welcome Ghostee on the Handsome Finance podcast. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's awesome to be here, man. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Are we going to start right off the bat? Because I was checking the KOL feed and I saw that 23 minutes ago, you bought this coin, Purple. And apparently you're still in profit on it. You sold just a bit.
Yep. I'm believing in it right now, man. Yeah, I was up like 10K. It is on a dip right now, but I did rebuy some. So hopefully we see a nice little retrace.
What made you buy this coin? Why do you like this coin?
So, I mean, I think one of the biggest things with Solana that I think BNB kind of doesn't, I mean, I guess it could have, but Solana kind of has this real cult following because Pump Fund created this standard of meme coin trading in general. So I think that these cult coins have, at least in the past, have done well, right? And we talk about like Troll, Jelly, a lot of these like massive coins that went to like hundreds of mils. I think Solana cult is kind of on that same narrative. I was in a coin called PFP, which was kind of similar. But I think when you're starting to see like the holders build, the community, super active, the dev behind it as well has been doing a lot in the background to help push the coin. That's kind of the main reason why I got into it, man, was just the full-on potential of where it could go. And I think it could go millions. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a prophet. I don't know the future, but that's what I'm hoping for.
I thought you were a prophet. That's why I got you here. Now I'm a bit disappointed. Yeah, actually, you got the PFP as your PFP on Twitter.
Yeah, I still do have it. I did exit that position, not because I didn't believe in it, but that drop a couple of days ago really got me good on some trades. So I decided to go ahead and just close that one out. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, this one, I guess, is because there was on Binance. They had the orange square as well.
Right.
And then that run well. And then we see some people coming back to Solana. So that could be the move. I guess that's why you got into that one.
I believe, yeah, that's exactly it, man.
Risk bought it as well. We can see a lot of KOLs around that one. But let me know about who are you? Why are you trading meme coins? What made you want to go into this degenerate space?
Sure.
Before we go deep into this question, let me thank our sponsor of today, Paradex. Because if you go into trading, and that's one that I use, I started to use Paradex before they sponsor because I wanted to fund the airdrop. But perpetual trading should be decentralized. If you're going to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever with some leverage, go with decentralized platform. Why? Because we need to fight for decentralization. So centralized exchange don't have the whole control over our economy. And what I love is that you can just invest with their own liquidity provider Vault. And I put 4K just a few days ago, and I'm already $13 up. So every day it's making me $5 to $10. As easy as that. It's small, but hey, at the end of the month, that's going to be more. And then with the compound interest, it's going to be more and more and more. So that's still very early. Plus I'm farming the airdrop because Paradex is backed by Paradigm, which is the biggest liquidity provider in the market. They work with every institution, every big funds. So imagine when people start to understand that, what will happen to Paradex, and if they launch their token, because I'm farming the airdrop, what will happen with that? Well, we will know surely. So if you want to maximize your points and get a discount, use the code handsome, and then there will be a link in the description as well, so you don't have to Google and to get into some scams, and you can start farming.
Yeah, so Ghostee, I've been trading crypto for probably, almost 5 years, a little bit over 5 years actually. Was in the early BNB cycle with like a lot of the node projects like Drip and I mean there were so many, man. But I was in a lot of the node space for a while. That kind of was like my first real, to where I made the most money out of all the cycles. I made about $250,000.
Nice. When was
then
that?
That was during the node cycle. So that was, I mean, probably like around 5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember the nodes. Yeah.
Yeah, the nodes, man. There's so many projects, but that kind of got me in. And then I took a break for a while because I was a software engineer. So I was doing software engineering for about 4.5 years.
Okay, cool.
I quit, but I ended up quitting this year because I've made so much from meme coins now in the new cycle. But I switched over to Solana, saw some orangey videos, red videos, a lot of different people, honestly, just trying to get a bunch of different perspectives because I never want to really just have one perspective on trading. I think it's just better to hear it from a lot of different people. That way it kind of gives you better, I think you get more insight that way.
Yeah.
But watched a ton of people. I lost like 26K. So I lost some of my port in the first week trying to trade Solana meme coins. I was trading on I was using Dex Screener as like my charting tool. Then I was like on BonkBot, on Telegram. I was doing all sorts of stuff, man. It was horrible. But eventually ended up landing on BullX for a while. BullX has its own thing, so I don't trade on there anymore. But BullX was kind of the first time I got onto a trading terminal and actually started making a ton of money. I could send you that wallet too. I kind of retired that wallet, but I think I made about 400,000.
Okay. Because I was checking the new wallet. I think we are around 200K, if I'm not wrong.
Somewhere around that. I've gone through so many different wallets, man.
Why that?
So mainly I switched off my BullX one because I couldn't actually transfer it out because I guess I couldn't figure out where the keys were. So I didn't want to trade on BullX anymore. So made a new wallet. I have a few private wallets that I also went through. I went through kind of a moment where I just didn't want to trade publicly anymore. And so I do have some private wallets I do trade on every now and then. But I eventually landed over on Axiom. Axiom just kind of seemed like the best platform at the time to be able to trade. And I mean, I think still to this day to trade Solana meme coins. So I gravitated there, and I went to Nova every now and then, but then even Nova kind of had its thing. So Axiom has been pretty much good for me for the start, man. So yeah, so that's
cool.
It.
And what made you shift it? Like, you were a software engineer in what kind of company?
So it was, I'll say it's a Fortune 500 company. I enjoyed it a lot. And I think one of the biggest things that I took out of it that I feel like a lot of people could do the same, right? I mean, I was fortunate to be in the position to where I was making good money. I was, making 6 figures as a software engineer. So I had expendable income to be able to throw in case, it didn't really mean much if I lost, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. But I know other people could be in situations where, they can't afford to lose certain amounts of money. But I feel like I'm a good example of somebody that if you truly learn enough and try hard enough, you can work a 9 to 5, but still end up, being a successful, trader, whether that's meme coins or perpetuals or whatever it is. I just want to get my passion back. As soon as I saw people making money, doing this meme coin thing on YouTube again, I was just like, all right, maybe I should give it a try again. So I spent so much time. I mean, I even told my fiance too, I was like, our relationship might be a little shaky for like 3 months because I'm going to pretty much, I mean, like I said, 9 to 5. So that's 8 hours at work, another hour at the gym because your health is important. You should exercise,
Yeah.
right? So I go an hour in the gym, and then right after that was another 6 to 8 hours. Trying to learn this trenching and all the lingo and what everybody's saying now. And I think the biggest reason why people fail is they don't put the time in. You don't need to put the money in. I always recommend anybody that's new to trading, don't put a single dollar in. Don't do it. Learn what everything does. Learn what everything means. Learn the lingo, the terminology, learn the tool you're using first. Paper trade. Imagine your positions. Okay. The chart's at 20K. I think this is a good buy. I'm going to buy here. Imagine imaginary, and then see what the chart does. The chart goes up. Cool. Learn narratives, what good narratives mean. I just see so many people give up so fast, and I think it's just because they're gambling. They're literally just throwing money at any coin that they see that they think is good, but they also haven't developed the objective mindset of like what's objectively good. Like what does the collective mind of people buying stuff actually think is good? And I think that's also where people fall. They're too subjective in what they think is good, and it's not the truth all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. That's something I see a lot, and then I guess it's quite naive to think that if I don't spend time learning or whatever, I'm gonna succeed in just 30 minutes per day. But then that's a space that require a lot of attention.
A lot, man.
Yeah, it's like it's interesting to shift from a career that you had in software engineers to trading meme coins. And then I guess like people listening to this, they will be thinking like, fuck man, like you were actually maybe contributing to society, and now you're trading JPEGs with a frog on it. Like,
I mean, it for sure. I mean, like it is an absolutely crazy thing to even to this day, like when I think about what I do, I'm like, wow, like because a lot of times it is a dream too, you know what I mean? Like I trade whenever I want, I get up whenever I want, I can exercise whenever I want. But yeah, you are right. It's almost like you went from doing something for society to, and the way I see it is I'm putting my family already in a way better financial situation than they've ever been. Completely changing my entire family lineage. And I'm not keeping that all for myself. So I stream almost every day, and I get on stream and I try to help people, man. It's just like there's no stupid questions. Like somebody could ask me a question that they'll probably get made fun of. Like, oh, like what is a bundle? Like that's not a stupid question. If you're new to trading, like you're not going to know any of this stuff. So I'm trying to at least give back to some degree, right? To be able to help people with questions, anything. Like there's no dumb questions. So
yeah,
it is a wild shift to go from, something stable, because that's another thing. It's like it's hard for people to leave a 9 to 5 because it's consistent. They get that paycheck every week. So it's a lot. It was hard for me too. I mean, I could have quit a long time ago. I quit way later than I probably realistically could have. But
how old are you?
It's just, I'm 29. I'm 29.
All right, that's all right. That's all right. But yeah, I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. So it's like, it is like a situation where we go more and more, like a lot of people, they have a job that are bullshit jobs. So it's like, for me, like, right. I remember back then when I worked in corporate, just like when I was studying, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to spend my life doing PowerPoints. It's like,
right. I agree.
It's like,
100%.
So it is an interesting space for sure. And then you stream a lot, actually. I think you have around 16K or 20K followers on Twitch, if I'm not wrong.
Yep. Yeah, I have about 20 on Twitch, about 16K on Twitter, and on YouTube I got about 35K, I want to say, something like that.
Oh, that's cool. Actually, one of the best way to find meme coins that have a huge potential is to do everything that you would have done manually with an algorithm to check, for example, the number of KOLs in it, the number of snipers bundle, what are the top orders, how many mentions, and there is no better tools than Stock Fund for doing it. Here, I'm on the custom dashboard, and I have all the elements in one place to know what to trade. With their algorithm Meme Radar and their flagship algorithm Print Scan. Look at the last calls. This one did not do so well, just plus 20%, but that one, 5x, then 4x, then 20%, then 7.5x. So if you had invested in all the calls of Print Scan, and I just, now it's not cherry picked, I could go on and check all the algorithm performance. In the past 7 days, it calls only 250 coins, and 200 of them were profitable. And we have 100x, 250x, 130x, 220x, 610x. It goes on and on. And if I check on the monthly one, then the performance is going to be even better because we had one more than 2000x. And that's when the market is quiet. So imagine, instead of having to scan through the more than 10,000 coins that get launched every day, well, you are a human, and humans are good for one thing, is to use tools to be able to be better. And that's why Stock Fund is going to help you to step up your level of trading. A link will be in the description. Otherwise, you tap stalk.fun, STALK.FUN. And now you're going to be the winner in the charts. And what made you want to trade with a private wallet at some point, if like a lot of what you do is public?
So I don't know, man. I sometimes I get into like conspiracies to where I feel like the people are out to get me sometimes. Like there's been moments where I've been trading like 1 month, like August was my worst month ever, man. I've lost so much money that month. It was horrible, terrible month. But I felt like almost everything I was buying, I would instantly get sold on. Yeah. And I think the market has gone through these cycles where a lot of these KOLs have just created like a really, really bad reputation for like streamers, like people that are streaming their trades and stuff because, you know, they're farming or they're doing all this stuff that's just not like good for everybody. Everybody that's just trying to trade right and inform the community to help educate people. So I feel like sometimes I get lumped with a lot of these people that are doing this stuff. And
yeah, you were getting sold on basically. Like when they see Ghostee buys, they're like, all right, let's dump.
Pretty much, exactly. They're like literally though, like exactly that. And I'm just there like, what did I do?
I am that guy. But I guess, because that time it was like super high PvP, like crazy PvP where people buying on top of each other. And then I think it was a moment as well where people wanted to murder KOLs. And then they were like...
It was so bad. I was just like, I'm just trying to help people, bro. I'm just trying to trade and help people. Why am I getting hit with the crossfire? So I ended up going, silent for a little bit on my public wallets. I'll trade every now and then there just to kind of see like, all right, people selling on me still. They are all right. Back to the privates. Cause at the end of the day, I still know how to trade. Like whether I'm on public or private, doesn't really matter. I'm going to succeed because that's what I spent all this time learning how to do. But, having the public wallet is, I think it's nice because you can show people that you're not lying. Like it's very truthful, right? Like I can show you I'm up this much money. Like there's nothing, the blockchain doesn't lie. So I think it's a cool report card to be able to just be like, hey, I'm legit. Like you can see all my trades. But there's a lot of there's a lot of manipulation too, man. It's a crazy space.
It's insane.
There's I've seen a lot of people, they'll buy with certain wallets and then they'll buy with their main and then they'll send supply to their main and then now their main is like all pumped up. So their numbers are inflated. So it seems like they're just, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I've seen that's really, really crazy, but just trying to stay in the right space, stay with the right people, and just continue to make money, man. That's my goal. Teach people, educate people, and make money.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is like, I know like there's so much lies happening on chain, and then it's usually the people that don't lie much that will get in trouble. I guess they will tell you like, oh, you make money only because like you're streaming, so people buy after you, and then you make your biggest
Right.
play off stream, and then like, so what
Yes,
now?
yeah. Right.
So
No,
what now? And then they
exactly.
will always find something. So I mean, people need to justify their losses, and I guess like always the easiest way is to point out at someone else than to point towards themselves. So
Sure, I agree.
that's what it is. I mean, the crypto is a beautiful space in a way because it attracts like some of the best people and some of the worst people. And it's kind of like we
agree.
have the two extremes
Right. Yeah,
together in
literally,
the same
though.
room.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, what I always say, no one is forced to click buy or sell. Everyone is in
Right.
their own judgment to do. They're free to. What was that?
Sorry, my watch keeps talking, man. I need
That's all right. That's all right. We
Siri
all need a
keeps talking.
friend. We all need a friend in the trenches. We all need a friend in the trenches. Before
No,
we go
I agree.
into how you select those coins and things like that, like what is your day to day like? Because I remember I saw you like been trading for a while, and then the space at some point like it was crazy. Like you had to trade like probably 12 hours a day to like we went to a dead period for like 3 or 4 months probably where it
Yes.
was hardly anything
Very
to
slow.
trade. What did you do during those days?
Oh man, I mean, it was hard because I mean I want to say two of those months I actually lost, not like 100%. Like even on my private wallets. Well, actually, okay, one of the months I made some pretty good perpetual trades, so that actually made up for my meme coin losses. But for the most part, I've lost most of those months. So I mean, I was fine, right? Because I still made hundreds. I mean, I made over $1 million from when that started, so I was good financially. But it does suck. I mean, the start of August, I lost 30,000. Like the very first day, like the very first day of August, I lost 30K. So it was just a horrible start. And it's hard because a lot of that time too was me. I couldn't really blame really anybody because the market was shifting. Different launch pads were coming out too, so the metas were all over the place. I was on vacation a lot, trying to trade on my phone, and all this stuff is happening. And so, I mean, a lot of it I can say it was more me, but it's definitely. I really hate when people say adapt or die because it's like I mean it's not okay. I don't hate when people say adapt or die. I hate when people say adapt or die to things that need to be changed, like solving the bundling problem. Like there's no adapt or die attached to that. Like that shouldn't be there. Like people just shouldn't have to buy bundles and hope that they run the coin. You know what I mean? But there is a sense where you do have to adapt to the market and figure out why are people buying on this platform now? Like why is the narrative shifting to this? Why is the meta this now? Like why aren't these type of coins running anymore? Do people still care about OG coins? Like you have to ask yourself all these different questions because I mean the market does shift. So
Yeah, it's an
it is about
interesting
adapting.
point. So the bundle for people who don't know is when you use a tool to launch a coin and you're going to own all the supply across 20, 30, 50 wallets. But now it changed a lot as well because any tool lets you do multi-walleting. So any coins can be quote unquote bundled. So it's like kind of like bundle become like just a terminology to say a large part of the supplies is held by few entities that have many different wallets to hide it. And it's an interesting thing. And I think like the flow that we have is when we trade, we want to buy something. Like if I go sit down on my desk, it's like, okay, I'm going to trade for 2 hours. Then I want to buy something. But it shouldn't be like that, right? It should be if like there's something that shows up that I should buy it.
That's worth buying. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing because I think that's the only way it will kill bundlers. But then the thing is, there's always some bundle that run, and then you're like, oh shit, I should.
So that was exactly my point, right? Like like earlier today, like there was this coin called SIL. It was Solana's life, and I was talking about this to my chat too. See if I'll pull it up real quick. But that coin. When I saw it come up on about to graduate, I saw Orangey buying it, and I'm like, bro, wait, it was 25+% bundled. It was like almost 30% bundled, like actual bundles, like verifiable. You could look on SoulScan and see all these connected wallets. You could look on Bubble Maps. And I'm like, why are we buying this? And even though it was that bundled, it's still candled all the way up to 400K. And so it's annoying because it's almost forcing people to have to buy the bundle. And now it's like you're playing a gambling game. Like, oh, are they going to hold the bundles till after migration, or are they going to dump it before? Because bundles get sophisticated too. Like, it's not entirely just, like 3 people with 3 different wallets. Like, a lot of the time, or not a lot of the time, but sometimes when you get these sophisticated ones, it's like 20, 30, 40 plus wallets all programmed to do this, like to buy up, and then people end up buying it. Then they, send all to one wallet and then just full clip. It's so bad, bro. Like there's so much crime in like crypto, but I think it's more important to like be able to see that, like for people to be educated in the way to know what a bundle looks like, not only from a chart perspective, but from like a statistical perspective. Like, look at the wallets, look at the connections, look at the bubble maps, look at the pro traders to holders ratio, look at all these things before you end up buying. Because if we can like at least get a mentality of traders understanding that, then we may not be able to kill the bundle situation, but we can create a world where the traders are smart enough not to buy these coins in the first place. So then the bundlers, they're going to have to figure out some other technique to do their criminal actions. But I think beneficially, that would be good beneficially for everybody. If we all could just, not have to buy these bundle coins. Because it sucks.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen, man.
I know.
It's not going to happen because...
I know.
Everyone think it's going to be smaller. I mean, it's the same, like we could say, like in dating, you could say, no, man, don't go with that person. He's been with everyone. Or it's like, it's really bad. And say, we always think, yeah, but no, me, it's different. I'm going to do different. Right. It's like, okay, you go. Yeah, you ruined your life. Told you. Yeah, but
it sucks, man. It sucks.
That's crazy. Yeah, it is. It is like that. I mean, that's the space. Again, that's the space that people want to play in, and then at the end of the day, they are responsible. That's the same way everyone buy after Cupsy or after this or after that because they think, well, he's good. By the way, the purple is doing well. You must be happy now.
Yeah, I saw a retrace and I was like, oh, thank the Lord. Thank you.
I just bought some.
I'm gonna sleep on this. I'm gonna sleep on this. I
what
set
time
some
you go to
stop
sleep?
losses.
I will be sure to sell my bag when you fall asleep. Oh no, my favorite is to sell it just before I wake up. You wake up and you're fuck. 30 minutes earlier I could have done it.
I changed my mind, man. I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to bed today. Changed my mind.
No, I don't hold much. Yeah, I mean, it's a fast evolving space, that's for sure.
It is.
And
it is.
The thing is, we lose a bit of purpose, I guess, when there's not much to trade on. So at those moments, you're like, what should I do then? I don't know.
Right. And then you end up just buying stuff. It's I 100% get why people do it. I just wish, there was a solution to stopping it somehow. The only real solution I could think... No, actually, I mean, bundling, I don't know. I mean, vamping, you can stop vamping pretty easily if you just made it to where you couldn't create a coin with the same ticker, name, or profile picture. That would probably kill vamping at least 80% of it.
But you can't do that because it's like you never... Like, almost every ticker could have been created by now, right? Like, there's a lot of tickets that have been created.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, otherwise you just wait. You just wait that the coin reach 500K or 1M for most of the people, and then it weeded out kind of all the trenching. Because, like, let's not forget, like, all coins go into different cycles, right? Like, first is the trenches, the PvP on each other. Then we can have a retracement, and there is, like, people that we go with a bit more capital. Like it's like mostly, I would
Right.
say like CT a little bit.
Right.
And then after we get the rest of the market, there can be like crypto people and the massive group, which will be the normies, but we don't touch that group anymore for a while, I think.
Right. Right. No, honestly, you explained that probably the best I think anybody, and like the best I think I've heard it actually, because that is a cycle. Like a lot of people, when they're thinking about getting into a coin, they're thinking about it at such like a micro level. Like they're thinking about it like you're buying at the floor. You're buying before realistically anybody has ever seen it. Like if you're buying before migration, I mean even if you're buying right at migration, you're still buying at such a low level. A lot of people don't realize there's people that are willing to blast like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10K in certain coins with good narratives, but they're not gonna see it until it gets to a certain level. Like a certain level, a certain market cap is like it legitimizes the coin. So if somebody's going to blast, a crazy amount, they're not going to do it at 50K, right? They're not going to do it at 100K. They're not going to do it at 200K. They're going to do it at a mil. They might do it 2 mil, 3 mil, maybe 10 mil, right? Like it's all and then even at that point, you're looking at your profit margin. And so it's like, in order for this person to create a 2X, and it's at a mil, when they want to make 10K, they got to blast 10K. Like, so it's like a lot of people don't think about that either. They just think about like, oh, I just bought one soul at 10K. How is one soul, if people keep buying one soul, how is it going to ever get to 10 mil, 100 mil? Well, it's like, because that's when whales come in. Whales, they start blasting at certain levels and it's a lot of people are new, so they just don't see it that way. But I think that would help them understand and hold their position longer if they did.
Yeah, that's so true. I think that's why we're all like responsible for this, because if we don't create coins that go above a mil, then we don't get another group of people coming into the coins.
Right.
So
100%.
it's like the space is kind of like killing itself. It's funny because we were talking about vamping and things like that, and I just saw there's a better play that launched on PopFun called. And
it's at 200, really?
It's at 200
really?
already, yeah.
Wow. I thought about like maybe buying that when I saw it, but
it's crazy to see the closeness actually between the beta play and the main play. Like it's rare to see that level.
Right. It's cool. It was a cool coin.
Yeah, we see go. I even saw like smoked chicken fish. This one was created before. You probably remember that one. Was it on ETH or I don't remember?
Oh yeah, I think ETH.
Okay.
I
don't know. Like someone
ETH.
relaunched it and it already reached 700K. I was like surprised.
Insane,
I was like,
man.
oh. So that's why like you can't really use that. Right? We blocked the tickers because they will change one letter or any other thing. But there's a lot of.
That's true.
It's actually good. Like there's a lot of runners happening now. Like
it's Solana's come back, man. It's looking good. I mean, people always ask me, it's like, is meme coins is it gonna die? Is it this, that? And it's like, man, meme coins has been running for almost a year at a relatively high volume state. Like aside from like the few, like maybe 2 or 3 months where volume dipped down a bit. I mean, I don't see it ending anytime soon, realistically.
Really?
Even after that catastrophe 2 days ago, we're still running coins up. You know what I mean? Like there's still volume.
What do you think like prediction market or meme coins going to be bigger?
Prediction market is cool. It's it's a whole different, I feel, group of people though, because if you're wanting to see pretty large gains in a short amount of time, you still do have to put a good amount of money in. Like if you're not putting in like 5K on like a 20x leverage play, you're probably not going to see much. Like there was one person in my chat, he was actually my mod, super, super cool guy. I appreciate him every day because he's in there, he's modding, he's helping me out. But he got into an amazing short whenever it happened, all that stuff was happening. And it was like a $25 push. And he made a good amount. He made like 4K. But if you would have sized that on a $20, like you could have even put 10K, well, max leverage, 20K leverage, 20x leverage. On that set, you probably would have made like, I don't even know, like over $500,000, like instantaneously. Yeah. So it's like, if you, like, you're not going to see crazy $20 pushes almost ever, honestly. I mean, like generally the biggest pushes I see, Solana go down and Bitcoin, Solana specifically, $10 in a day. And if you could catch that on a leverage play, I mean, you make a ton, but then you also lose it really fast. So I feel like perpetual trading is definitely for people that are a bit more advanced. And just trading markets in general. I think the meme coin trading is for sure more friendly, just in general. I mean, and your risk to enter is a lot lower too. You don't need to put 5K to make 5K. You could put in $100 and you could pull, you could make 5K in one coin from $100. So your risk is super low. It's just more educating yourself enough to know what's actually good to buy.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. And you traded perps a bit. Did you get burned?
Oh, I did. I lost like 100,000 that day. It was pretty bad.
So for the recording, there was a massive liquidation like about 2 days ago. The market like did a flash candle like that. And then a lot of people lost money. Like I think it was 10 billion or 20 billion, they say in liquidation, something crazy. Insane
number, yeah.
I mean, biggest liquidation ever in crypto. So it's funny because looking back, the euphoria was there everywhere in the market, right? It's like everyone was like, oh man, it's like you just have to long anything and everything goes up. It's like this. You get new thing, that's it. We're back in the cycle. People were calling that's it. It's alt season and thing like that. I was like, oh. You actually, if you were in BNB before, like 5 years ago, you must have traded altcoins. Like, do you think we're gonna see altcoins again? Like, what's your take on this?
Man, altcoins. Yeah, I was in a lot. So back then, I was in a lot of AVAX coins because there was a lot of RWA coins that were popping out on AVAX. A lot of RWA. I was in a lot, man. I was actually in almost every blockchain. I was in Kronos as well. Kronos even had some stuff. What's the? There's another. I can't even. Oh, was it not Phantom? Something with an F. I can't remember. But
there's one like Phantom.
Is it Phantom? I think it is Phantom, right?
Yeah, there's one. Yeah,
I think I have a wallet, so I was confusing myself. But yeah, I traded all those. I think that altcoins definitely have their place. I think the biggest problem with choosing or creating a project that is an altcoin is the platform you created on. So I feel like, I think the problem with BNB is the TPS is so bad. In comparison to like Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's godlike. But when you compare it to like Solana, horrible. It's not even 3 times Solana's TPS. So
transaction per second.
Right. Yeah, transaction per second. Yep. So if that, which they said that they plan on increasing it to 20,000, which would match Solana's by 2026. If they do that, I mean, BNB might be a good place to create altcoins. But if we're thinking seriously from like a business perspective, coins like Solana are already king, right? Sui has created partnerships with Google already. And Sui, I think Sui might, I mean, don't quote me on this, but I think Sui is the industry best in TPS. I'm pretty sure Sui has the fastest TPS right now. So if I'm thinking about making altcoins, I'm thinking about these blockchains, not really BNB or ETH anymore, especially.
Yeah, I think like I would argue that now like the the TPS, like if you compare like Sui or Solana, you're not gonna really see a difference on the
Right.
with a human
Right.
naked eye. But yeah, if you trade
Right,
on
right.
like on BNB or thing like that, even like the chart is not smooth. It's
Yeah,
like
the chart
it's like
looks
oh,
crazy.
what the fuck? Like it's like
Yeah, it's like 10
really,
frames a second.
yeah,
it feels like.
it's really weird to see. But hey, if people wanted that, I mean, I say like I put it in a video. I think it's like what we don't see is all memes are not the Asian memes or the Chinese meme in for that regard, which is
Right.
one of the biggest economy. So now I think on BNB
sure.
they're trading their own memes,
Right.
and then maybe like they didn't feel welcome on Solana. And then Solana lost a big part of the market share because it would have been amazing if they traded the Chinese meme on Solana.
Right, right. No, I 100% agree. I feel like what could also help bridge that gap, and I know that there's some trading terminals that are trying to help with this, is that translation too. Like add that inline translation. That is big because now it's like I can be a part of your culture. I can laugh with you. I can feel what you're feeling.
Still, a meme is so hard to explain.
It is. But I think just as a new trader coming into the meme space needs to learn objectively what's good, I feel like you can still translate the same thing in the enjoyment of what a meme is.
I think we just gotta scroll on Xiao Hongshu or like the Chinese social media. That's it, man. Like we gotta infiltrate to understand what they laugh about. Because I asked question to Cowboy, which is like let me check. I think he's probably he's probably one of the best. If not the number one. I'm gonna check the ranking quickly. On the monthly, he's still number one.
Sheesh. Yeah, Cowboy's going crazy.
Yeah, really good win rate as well. And I asked him like, right, how do you find coins and stuff? I say honestly, I just PvP like Cupsy. So he goes on all the really new pairs, and then I say like, okay, like and. Like, do I need to understand like Mandarin or the culture? You say, yeah, it's mandatory to understand like what's going on. Like, cause like, look, even I get the translation, this meme, like, I don't really know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, like what it is about. And that's really similar to the ones we have it in a way. That's what it's interesting to see all those things. But after there was like all the Binance memes that were here, that was cool. I don't know. I like it that we have a new country coming in, and then we know that China has like massive capital, and then they like to gamble, they like to invest in stuff. So it's gonna be a net positive in the space. It's just like now we were all a bit like shocked and how it's like. And I asked him like also like how do you find the good coins? You say I just check all the new creation. How do you connect with others? And you say like you have to join WeChat groups. This is like okay. And like okay, like that's like
man, it is tough, man, because a lot of the time, like I'm still kind of getting trying to understand the meme culture in BNB, because like I said, I was in BNB during its first big breakthrough before it was even 500, but it wasn't really like meme coin trading. It was more just I guess everything was kind of like an altcoin. It was like, what's the next good altcoin? Because BNB was like, kind of that guy back then. But I think, man, if somehow we can figure out some in between our cultures and their cultures, and that we just combine together. I mean, man, we can, because you're right. Like China has a ton of money. That's a whole other market that we haven't really seen. And that it's good. I mean, more liquidity is always good because that's more just volume in general. But if we can all just figure out together, because I know there's been a lot of there's been a lot of I guess I don't know if I want to say hate, but a lot of the English coins that end up popping up on BNB don't really do well. There could be a really good coin with a good narrative, but it's in English. So then somebody would vamp it with the Chinese version of it, and the Chinese one goes to 2 mil, 3 mil, and it's like, all right, I get that now, but like we just gotta find something. Like if there's something good happens to be English and people want to make it on BNB, let's just all support it. I don't know. I mean, we some type of in between, because we don't want to kill each other. Just like Trump is trying to find peace with Xi Jinping, and they're trying to make peace. We also got to make peace in the trenches, because if everybody's just trying to kill each other, nobody's gonna want to trench anymore, man. Because it's just like, bro, I don't want to buy your coin, because then you're just gonna clip on me. There has to be some balance, man. Some balance somewhere.
That's true. That's so true. We will see how it goes, but again, like the thing is, if the Chinese, they don't want to welcome us nicely, I would not blame them, because like the trenches on Solana, we're not welcoming to external people, like to foreigners. Like it was really, really, really like tough for them, I guess. So maybe some got burned, or maybe they only traded on Solana. I don't know. We will see.
Sure.
At least we have something, and then also we never know. Like you've been here, like like we saw Tron sometime. They did like a 1 week, 2 weeks. So it's like we have to wait at least a month or two to know if like the BNB trench is gonna last.
Right. So that's because I don't know if you remember when it happened, and I can't remember specifically when it was, but the BNB trenches were a thing like at maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Like, and I remember everybody was going over to BNB. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting these crazy P&Ls on BNB. But it only lasted legitimately like a week, if that, like maybe 5 days, all volume went away. But the difference this time is the volume then was like 500 mil, maybe. Now, at the peak that I saw, it hit 4 billion. Like even right now, it's at 1.6 billion. Solana is insane. Like, Solana isn't even close to that. Like between Pump Fund and Bonk, it's not even at a quarter mil. So it's like there is volume there. People are trading there. And the craziest part about it is there's not even that many traders. The volume is that high, and there's only 60,000 traders in the memecoin trenches in BNB.
It would be surprising if there was some fake volume on that chain, right?
Right, and there very well could be, bro. Like I mean, the BNB, bro. If you go look at the charts, BNB is at where it was before the crash. There's no other coin right now that is at like where it was. It's insane. I don't know if it's manipulation. I don't know what it is, man. But it's undeniable that there is volume there right now. So we got to give it a month. We got to give it a month. See, how it's looking in a month.
Gotta trade it, Gotta trade it. How do you find good meme coins actually? First on Solana and maybe on BNB if you have some tips.
Sure. So Solana, it's been relatively the same since I've been trading. I feel like the narrative, I feel like it's always going to be the same, but I mean, the biggest thing that I look for is narrative. So what's the coin even representing? Because if the coin isn't representing anything good, like why would anybody buy it in the first place? So I assess like how strong is this narrative? Is it strong enough to at least migrate? If it's strong enough to migrate, I'll buy it, because I know that I could at least make money if it does.
How do you define a narrative that is strong? And like, can you explain deeper what is a narrative?
Sure. Yeah. So I mean, a narrative is just basically what story the coin is trying to represent or tell. So a strong narrative would be, I think a strong narrative is the highest it could be. So a strong narrative is like, there's virality beyond just the trenches. Like this coin can go beyond whether or not people are in the trenches or not. It's gonna go because it has like it's already viral, or it has virality, like it has viral potential, and that could be found through what it's representing. So if it's like a Trump tweet, that's something that's already viral from the jump. And that's when you see a lot of these insta migrate. They'll go from literally 0 to, 100K within like a minute or two. Then you have some that aren't viral from the jump. So there's still a strong narrative. They're not viral from the jump, but they have viral potential, which is like the coin I bought, the Solana cult thing. It's not, nobody tweeted anything. Like, it's not instantly viral or coming from a viral person, but what the coin is representing can become something that is viral. Like, imagine everywhere you go, you see these purple squares. Everywhere on Twitter, every person, every big hole that you see is representing a purple square. That is like virality, like building, opposed to like something being instantaneously viral. So that's what I think a strong narrative is. A narrative that I feel like, is mid, but could migrate. I will also still sometimes buy those because of the potential for them to migrate. Those are more just like, maybe somebody created a community for, I don't know, maybe a dog or something. Like, somebody is creating a coin representing something that might be good. Like, it's something that you kind of have to second guess. Like, if you have to kind of second guess it, then I feel like it's kind of mid. But if you're willing to buy it, something that's trash is like something that, like, I mean, if you don't even get it, there's no links, there's no, zero links, like no Twitter, no website, like nothing. And the crazy part too about it is, like, man, sometimes I see people buy these and they end up migrating and going, and I'm just like, I'm lost. But then a lot of the times too, or not a lot of the times, but sometimes these coins do that on purpose. They do it. They'll come out and they won't have any links, just a picture. And you'll have to go on Twitter and look up all these things to figure out, what is this coin? Like, why are these people buying?
Yeah, and then those coins can be a pressure cooker.
Those are cool though, because you can, you could go in and do some detective work, and if you end up finding it's legit, then you end up making instantaneous money, because as soon as they do pay the DEX, add the links, they generally go like, I don't even know, like for sure like twice as high as it already is.
Yeah.
But I think overall that's kind of what I look for in narratives though. I look for how viral can this go? How viral can this be? I think that's my biggest like telltale of what a good narrative is virality purely. And then obviously you have to look at statistics, right? So like what is the ticker? What is the name? Do they make sense with the narrative? Stuff like that.
That's interesting. It's funny because the one you talk about, like if they have no links and stuff like that, and it's exactly the case of the smoking chicken fish. Yeah. It's still at 400K, and then you will be, the only link is the Twitter community. And now I saw on the Twitter community, they posted like a video of the website, but you still don't have the website live, or like, and then you're still confused. It's like, but wait, there was a smoking chicken fish before. Like, why is this coming back? Why is it in that shape? And then like it kind of build the story itself. So sometimes it can be completely rogue, and that's how it is. Do you use what's your day to day then? How do you go find those coins? Do you check all the new creation, or do you wait for the coin to reach a certain market cap?
Generally, I don't trade new pairs too often. I might trade new pairs off stream. I try not to trade new pairs too much, because I feel like even though I tell people not to copy trade me, they still copy trade me like while I'm streaming, and I don't. So I don't want to get into a new pair and feel like I can't sell, because I feel like I know for a fact sometimes I'll get in and I'll be like, all right, bro, people are literally just copy trading me. So generally, if I'm streaming, I wait for at least final stretch, and that's where I live most of the time. Even off stream, like 80% of the time I'm on final stretch, because I feel like final stretch, especially if you filter right, you can get almost guaranteed like banger coins every time, because final stretch is like, the final stretch is like the perfect place to be, because it's showing that people have interest in this coin, because it made it to final stretch. So people have interest in it. So it's like, all right, cool. Now what is the narrative in this? Why do people have interest? Blah, blah, blah. And then you can still get in sub 20K most of the time, sub 30K most of the time. And when you're looking at multiples from there, I mean, you know, even if it just migrates, that's at least a 3x, you know, 4x from there.
Yeah.
But that's where I live most of the time, because I feel like a lot of the, I guess, guessing is eliminated in final stretch. And now it's just up to you, you know, personally to assess it, figure out, all right, is this actually good? What's the viral potential of it? Is this actually a good narrative? Do I buy this? And that's kind of, that's where I live most of the time. Migrated, I go through cycles, man, because sometimes I'll buy coins on migrated and I'll get absolutely destroyed. Like I'll blast like 10 soul or 20 soul. And I'm like, dang, this is a good narrative. I'll blast it. And all of a sudden it's going down. I bought the top apparently. So I go through weird cycles with migrated, but
okay. So final stretch is like coins that they reach like 70% of the bonding curve pretty much, right?
Yes.
Something around that. What are your filters then? How do you filter them?
So it's nothing too crazy, but it gets the job done. 45 minute max age is generally what I keep in there. I don't really look at coins any older than that. I know there's coins that run sometimes, but it's not what I'm focused on. 20% top 10 holders, I keep it there. For the max, you generally any more than that, then it's probably a rug. 30% max snipers is actually high, but I've missed some good coins surprisingly that had that. So I raise it up just to be safe. Same thing with 30% insiders. I also think that's high, but I've missed good coins not having it by like literally 5% higher.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it, man. And then I just have pump, bonk. You know, I do have bags in there, heaven and believe. I generally, those never come out anyways, but I do have those also like checked as protocols. But I mean, that's pretty much it. And for the most part, I'll have like a max of maybe 5 coins in there at any given time. It definitely filters out a lot of the garbage.
Yeah, that's true. Like it makes it way easier to know what to get in and how. Man, that's cool.
Yeah. And a lot of time when I'm streaming too, like people will be like, yo, like check this coin out. It came out 5 minutes ago, and I'll look and I'm like, oh, I don't see it on my final stretch. It's probably a bundle. It's probably garbage. And they'll send me the CA. I'll pull the CA up and be like, bro, yeah, it's 25% bundled. Like that's why it's not popping up. So the filter's been pretty good. They've helped me significantly.
Nice. Is that how you found the purple one?
That was
the purple code.
Yep,
okay,
that's
cool.
exactly how I found it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were one of the first on it actually.
Yeah, I got it at like 30K.
Like on the KOL list. Let me put that up actually. Yeah, Risk did 28 buys.
Yeah, Risk has been buying that thing up, but I'm pretty sure I was the first. You
have the highest P&L in percentage, yeah. So you must have been one of the first, if not the first.
It would be a lot higher than that if I wouldn't have rebought, but I'm believing. I bought more.
I hate doing that. It's so annoying because it's like you at the end of the day you want to grow your holding P&L, but then when you rebuy, it destroys your percentage P&L, and you're like, oh, it doesn't look as good when you share the P&L card.
It absolutely destroyed it because I was at like 1100% before I did that buy. It was
That's
so
crazy, but
that.
still, from that buy, you up more though. That's the thing. You hope more in percentage, like because it went up around 40% almost since you rebought. So
right.
So that's good. That's cool. Do you have any advice you would give to wrap up of someone who is just starting, except subscribing to Handsome Finance, of course?
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Handsome Finance. Don't forget to do that. If you don't do that, you'll probably lose. Now, I think my biggest advice that I would give somebody, because a lot of people ask me all the time, man, is don't rush. I know it seems very time sensitive. I know people don't know how long this is going to last, and I know you want to rush into making all this money. I think the most important thing is time. Truthfully, you don't need to pay your tuition. You don't need to lose 26,000 like I did, or like Orangey did, or all these people that, said they lost all this money before actually winning. That doesn't need to be you. Like, put the time, put the hours in, study migrated coins. Why are these coins migrating? Start building that innate natural, kind of like ability to see these narratives. And you're able to do that by watching them. Like, why is this coin at 400,000? Why is this coin at 1 million? And then, start training your brain to look at new pairs. Start trying to recognize those coins and migrated before they get there. And then, focus on final stretch. Because then that gives you an idea already. Kind of, like I said, the reason why I like it, because it takes a little bit of that leg room out and already gives you a focus on what people are tending to gravitate toward. Do this for hours. And you can't just do it an hour a day. I'm going to be real with you. Like, you can't study this stuff for an hour a day and expect to be good. Like, you can't learn how to play the guitar, overnight. Like an hour a day, you can learn it eventually. But, if you want to be good at this fast and you want to start making money fast, you're going to have to put a whole job worth of time, like 8 hours, 6 hours. Like, how bad do you want it? Put the time and get a journal out too, man. Record your trades. Do some paper trades.
Yeah.
Do some paper. Join it. Do it. Like, and it sounds so goofy, man. But like, do it.
Yeah.
Like, do it. Like, don't.
Like, I always
Don't lose money.
journal. Why you went into the coin? Why it didn't go well? What this? Why that? And there was a guy said like, "Oh man, I keep losing." And I say like, "All right, like, let me know the last 10 entries of your journal." What was it? I don't journal. I say, man, like I say, you need to journal. Maybe I should start doing that. I say, no, not maybe. You already did last thousands. Get it? Yes. Fuck it, man. It's like, I don't know. You can't memorize what happened or like whatever. You can't rely on your brain. Like, you need to retrospect. I mean, it's the same. Like even top football players or whatever, they watch back the recordings of the game.
Replays.
To analyze what went good, what went bad. Like,
exact same thing. And I tell people too, it's like, bro, go download OBS and just record your trading. Get a little cheap mic or whatever. And just be there with your thoughts, bro. Like, I always recommend try to trade with people because y'all can help. You can, maybe somebody will see something you don't, and then you can start picking up on his innate, ability to find stuff, and then y'all help each other. But if you're trading by yourself, which I did to start, like, you can definitely do it because I traded alone for a while. Record yourself, record everything. You'll see the trades. You'll see maybe you're revenge trading and you're trying to mentally block that out of your head so that you can't blame yourself. So a lot of stuff, man. Like, people, you have to put the time. You truthfully have to put the time. And you could do it, man. Like, you really could.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. That's some wise words, wisdom here. Thank you for everything, Ghostee. I would put the link to your Twitch. Like, if they had to choose one place to follow you, where should it be? Twitter or Twitch or YouTube?
Yes, follow my Twitter, man. For Ghostee, the 0, 2 E's. Yeah.
All right. Awesome, man. Well, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Have a good one. Ciao.
Hey, you as well. Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure to have Ghostee. If you want to learn more about what I do and my trade and stuff, I will put a link in the description to my community. It's completely free, theinvestorsballroom.com. This is where we can have some really good exchanges and learn about each other. Plus, you're going to have access to some exclusive courses. For example, how I turned $100 into more than 100K in just 3 or 4 months trading meme coins only 2 hours per day. And I didn't even trade it every day. And it was during the bear market. Click there and I will see you on the other side. But don't forget one thing though, stay handsome. Ciao.